you doing? I hope you're well. It's been a long time, but I'm back and there's new stuff to talk about. So let's crack on with it, shall we? So what the gamers thought of the Behemoth was it was a good setup. Since then, they've obviously changed the criteria and the currencies. So now we have T12s and they're obviously coming along quite nicely, which is very, very good. There's been a lot changing, a lot of differences in the mechanics as well, which is one thing that has been talked about quite a lot. Stats are changing, help is changing, so you know there's a few different things. The one thing I'm going to talk to you today about is the new, well, I say new, the revamped, shall we say, Gen 1s, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how to do these on a half decent basis. Now, I know that there's plenty of videos out there from all your top guys, you know, that you pay money to subscribe to their channels and pay them to do what they do. Enjoy their videos, okay? What they won't tell you, okay, is the best way to do it. What they tell you is how to do it, okay? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just talk you through simple things. Okay, now one of the simple things I want to talk to you about is the Explorer Challenges. And the Explorer Challenges are quite an interesting concept because if you don't set up properly from the beginning, which are these ones here, the story missions, if you don't set up properly from the beginning, you don't get anywhere. Okay, so what you'll see on my right side at the moment is I haven't even started it. Okay, and there's a real good reason why, because on the left hand side, I'm going to talk you through what you need to do first. Okay, so I've started with Maddie, and what I'm going to do is just show you where we're up to first and foremost, okay, and then we're going to move forward. So as it stands at the minute, on the left hand side you can see that it's R4 setup, which basically means that we've gone all the way through to the 4th round of the blue research. This will then go to purple, okay, and the nodes on the right hand side that you can see on the far right will go to gold. So it's the same setup as the Behemoth. It's, you know, blue, purple, gold, okay, but they've skipped the first set, which was obviously silver, because that's obviously what it was originally. So you can see that. First of all, what you want to be doing is when you get these boxes, for example, these little chips, okay, these will push the value of the power up, okay. So as you can see on the left hand side, Maddie's attack will go to 476 if I do her up a little bit more, and it will go to level 9, okay. So far everything's on her. Now here in the hero profile, this is quite an important thing. This is what you get when you go through those Explorer Challenges, okay. So on the right side you'll see it there. For the first rewards you will see that chip there, and you'll see a little gun. Now if we go down on this side, you'll see there is a redeem button on the top left hand corner of the left screen. You can redeem these and make them more powerful. So blues can go to purples, purples can go to gold, and so on and so forth, okay. You can use these as many times as you want, okay, and you can also remove them as well. You don't lose it if you remove it, just so you're aware, okay. So if we swap it over for the crossbow, there you go, it's still there in the top right hand corner. Now the reason I use the binoculars is because the attack is slightly better. The health is only down by 3 points, but overall you're going to want the attack, okay. Now next thing, when you're in the Explorer Challenge area, okay, you want to be adding these support skills. On the right hand side you can see support. Now my preferred method for this is the Daryl skill. Okay, so if you've got Daryl and you've got him at 4 stars or above, resonating with a half decent hero, it doesn't matter, because again, you're only wanting it for this skill, okay. You're not wanting it for any other reason right now. So jump on, put Daryl in, okay, and you shall see here that what it says, if I open this up, I'm just going to zoom in, there you go, so you can actually see it properly. 40,000 damage to an infected. Okay, 40,000 in one rocket launch. Now, when you come up against the big beasties, okay, because there's a few people out there that have gone on to the other area of the Explorer Challenges, which are the ones that come on daily, you get 2 or 3 chances per day to do them. Okay, I'll go on that in a second. And they're saying, how do I get rid of these, you know, like the P5 infected ones that we see out and about that we have to rally? You know, how do we do this? How do we do that? Well, this is the guy. This is the man that has to do these things. The other one, as you can see, I've put is Joker. And why? Because we all know what Joker's skill is. He throws his box out, it confuses them, and they attack each other. That is perfect, okay, for what you're about to do. Now, I've breezed through this up to level 39. I haven't bothered doing it right now, okay, and I'm not even going to bother doing it through this video because I know it'll bore you deathless, okay, you can do it yourself. But the fact is, use those 2 skills and turn off auto mode, okay. This is very, very important. When you're on the low levels, okay, say 1 to 20, and you've got your Maddie set up like that, or your Nikolai, whoever you've started with, fine. Run your auto, see what happens. If one of your heroes die, fine, not a problem, but you'll still pass the level. When you get up to these sort of areas, do it manually, okay? Because then you can put out what you need to put out. My recommendation on that as well is forget Lucky's teddy bears, because they are absolutely useless. They blow a load of smoke, but that's about it. It's Nikolai's Tesla towers that you want to be adding to the run, okay? Next thing I want to show you is actually in the photos area, so we're going to just pop this up now just so we can get it up. So this is what happens when you get it to purple. Now obviously you've probably seen this on some other people's videos. That's perfectly acceptable, that's fine, but as you can see on the right hand side, the nodes turn a different color, okay? And then obviously it will carry on and it will progress through to when you've maxed it, and then obviously once you've maxed it, she changes her appearance. So she goes from, you know, her normal lucky stance to her happy stance, which is this one here. This is when obviously the gold area comes in and you have to update these. Now I've been saying to my guys the whole time for the last month and a half since this was all coming out, save your frags, okay? Save your lucky frags, Nikolai frags, Maddie frags, save it all. There is a genuine reason behind this, because as you can see at the bottom of the screen, she goes red, okay, once you start getting to this point with the golds, and this is why you need to start saving it, because you are going to need a lot of frags to start updating the extra side elements to this, okay? This is where your big hitters and your big spenders are going to start really overtaking your medium spenders. Now, if you want to ask me a quick question, which is, Soap, where on hell do we get the frags from for Lucky? Quite simple. Right now, you can still get them in the value vouchers, okay? This is the new value voucher update. So this is where it will change in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks or a week, depending on which rotation you're on at the minute. We're on Bloodsport, so we've got the old setup. But you can still buy your standard frags for Maddie, Nikolai and Lucky for 5 frags for every, you know, voucher, instead of 10, for example, or 9 for Laurie, as you can see on the top right hand corner. So again, you can still get these sorted. My suggestion would actually be, if you're a low spender, okay, or a bare minimum spender, my suggestion would actually be just get the serums, because right now, even if you went into the daily deals, you're getting less than 300 serums for about 28 quid UK money, which could be about 30 US, 40 euros, whatever the currency difference is. So if you're only getting about 300, you're not going to be able to get that updated past blue unless you spend about 90 quid UK money. Okay, so now just add that up in your own head what it is. But with this, again, you can still put your bios in, the tasks are there, you can still put the bios in to do it, and everybody's happy. So like I said to you, remember the profile, which is here, you know, I've put it up on this. Remember the profile area, okay, and remember what we're doing, okay. But as I say, everything is there to keep you going. If you do start struggling again and you need some more help, by all means give me a shout. I'm always available. At the moment, I'm in state 432, so if you guys want to DM me, you're more than welcome to, or just leave a message underneath. And as I say, this is where it can go really well. There is no way right now, I'll be honest with you, that anybody's going to get that research finished that quickly. A lot of people are spreading it out between 2 heroes. So, for example, I know one of my compatriots at the moment are doing Maddie and Nikolai up. Personally, I haven't bothered with Nikolai yet. But, you know, I want to get Maddie finished. I want to get her on purple. And then as soon as she's there, I might drop back down and get Nikolai done up for the rest of the Explorer challenges. But that's pretty much your basics, guys. Okay, that's your basic information to how to get those things done. If you really do want to just double check this is the challenge area as well. So again, this is what I was talking about before, where you get to the end of about a 10 round pummeling, okay, and you really do need to have a decent setup ready for those guys. If you're prepared to put the money in, do it, okay. These heroes are going to be around for a while, but I have also heard a bit of a rumour, I'm not 100% sure on this, so please don't quote me on it, but I do believe that this limitless thing is going to continue, okay, and the next round we could end up with Gen 3, okay, which you're looking at people like Roxy and stuff like that. They could then be set up differently, the same as this. So if they've changed this currency like they did with the T12, you know, with the red crystals and all the rest of it, don't be surprised if this is a continuation. They're just going to recycle old crap to keep us spending, okay? But as I say, that is what life is. So enjoy what we've got at the minute. If you need any help at all, just give me a whistle and I'm there for you. That's it for today then, guys. Thank you very much for your time, and take it easy.